Welcome back, y'all, man. It's your boy Zeke, aka Fat Boy Season, with more Fat Boy updates. Um, let's get into it, man. You know we talk Browns and a little bit of everything, but this is primarily we're gonna talk about the Browns because we love the Browns. Let's get into it, man. So day 3 of free agency, the official free agency period actually opened today. What did we do? The Browns made a few moves, signing Juan THORNHIll, starting safety for the the Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. And then also we got a defensive tackle from San Francisco. It looks like he didn't play last year. I don't have his name. Sorry, I apologize in advance. So thus far, just to recap what we've done thus far, in the off season, we re-signed Ethan Postage to $6 million a year. We re-signed Sione Takitaki on a 1-year deal for about $2.5 million. We signed Dalvin Tomlinson for a 4-year deal. We got my dog Young OG Double O Obo. I don't know his last name. I'm sorry. I'm gonna learn it. I promise you I will. We signed him from Houston. He also was on the Super Bowl team 2 years ago from LA. So common theme there. And then the moves we made, we got we got Juan Thornhill today, and another tight end, or sorry, another defensive tackle. So far, I love what the Browns have done. I had a few people higher on my list are still out there, like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Of course, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I wanted him. However, Juan Thornhill, 3 years, $21 million. I think it's a bargain. Only $7 million for a safety. He's young. He has a lot of playoff experience, obviously coming from KC. He has 2 rings, 2 Super Bowl rings. So a lot of postseason experience and success. So 3 AFC championship games, 2 championships. So a guy who's been there, done that at this point in his career, even though he's a younger guy, it ain't more you can ask for, dog. Put him back there. Grant Delpit. Obviously, we got 3 really good corners, and that secondary should be fine. Like, I still like DeAnthony Bell as your third safety that can, fill in if necessary. You probably draft another safety. You don't really need to bring anybody else in from free agency unless you get somebody like super cheap. But so far, man, I feel like that might be the best signing that we've made. Between him and then Dalvin Tomlinson, obviously, because we need a defensive tackle. But so great moves, really good moves by Andrew Berry thus far. We're addressing needs. Obviously, we officially cut John Johnson III today, as well as Jadeveon Clowney, which is weird because I thought he was a free agent. I don't know how that worked. I'll let other people dig into that. But being able to replace John Johnson with Juan Thornhill, and obviously these guys that we're bringing in fits what Jim Schwartz wants to do, and that's the most important thing, is they fit what he wants to do. And I'm pretty sure AB is going to let him kind of handle the defense or say what type of players that he wants to bring in. So we re-signed a linebacker. We got 2 DTs, a defensive end, and a safety. We're shoring up that defense, man. I really like it. I like the way it's shaping out. So the move so far, I think Dalvin Tomlinson, as far as production and need, I think that's like a B plus, a minus. He wasn't the best guy out there, but he was pretty good. His guaranteed money, I think, is like 2 years worth. The re-signing of Ethan Postage for I think it was like $4 to $6 million a year. $6 million a year, I believe. Bargain. That's a home run. That's an A. Young Obo, young OG at defensive end from the Houston Texans. I think I gave that like a B minus. A lot of potential there. He has the ability to be really good, I think, at least situationally, as far as a pass rusher opposite of Myles Garrett. And then Juan Thornhill, man, B plus, really solid signing. For the Browns, what I would like to see personally, for us to address over these next few days, get a wide receiver. They're showing interest in Jerry Jeudy, who the Broncos want a first for. Obviously, our first were allocated to Houston because of the Deshaun Watson trade. And I don't think he's established enough yet to command that. And he's young, and he's still cheap though. So I'd consider that second round pick that we have, because you're probably gonna draft a wide receiver there anyway. So if you get a guy who's a little more proven, who you've seen play at a high level in spurts throughout the years, I'd consider that. If you can get for a third or less, I'm definitely pulling that trigger ASAP. I would love him at wide receiver. Elijah Moore, that's kind of going to be dependent on what Aaron Rodgers does. If his wish list was true, that it was reported that he basically shut down Diana Rossini's information that she gathered. Who knows what's true? So Elijah Moore could become available. I think you could get him for cheaper than a Jerry Jeudy, and he was a second round pick, super talented. The crazy thing that I saw was that his numbers outside of games started by Zach Wilson, he looked like a damn good receiver. So you pair him with Deshaun Watson, you imagine things would be great. D-Hop is going to always be on the list as long as he's out there, because you probably can get it from cheap as far as draft capital. Arizona's asking for a lot. I definitely don't think they're going to get it for basically a 30-year-old receiver who getting like $20 million a year. And then last but not least, Brandon Cooks. Played with Deshaun Watson, great rapport, 1,000 yards a year per season, machine. So I'd love to see it there. Wide receiver, I would love to see another defensive end or defensive tackle. You're probably hoping that Perrion Winfrey pans out and is your starter. So I love to see more depth at defensive tackle. If you could go get another guy, well, I think everybody that's left are really like good depth guys. A'Shawn Robinson, who I haven't seen going anywhere, but I could be misled. I've kind of been all over the place today. Greg Gaines and a few other guys that I would like to see. Linebacker, I really wanted Levante David, man, even if it was a one-year deal. But he went back to Tampa. But it's all good. People keep saying Devin Bush. I'm not on the Devin Bush train at all. Devin Bush, I didn't see it in Pitt. And Pittsburgh is like linebacker university. You know what I'm saying? Like, they breed great linebackers, whether they're off ball or on ball linebackers. So it didn't work out there with him. I'm cool on it. Bring A-Walk back. JLK said he wanted him back, man. He can command that defense for sure. Outside of him, I'm sure it's probably a linebacker I'm not thinking of right now that will probably also fit this defense. But I think the next move we make is going to be a wide receiver. That I feel like wide receiver and probably another defensive end is what I foreshadow, is what I see. I think in the coming days we're going to get one. Tell me in the comments, like, who do y'all want? Jerry Jeudy? Do you want D-Hop? Do you want Brandon Cooks? Do you want Hunter Renfrow? I don't know, man. There's some guys out there. But I think that's the move we're going to make. So, basically so far, the Browns off season, I love what we're doing so far, man. B plus. If I'm changing my my grades, it's all good, dog. I'm all over the place. It's late, but yeah, B plus right now. We get a wide receiver that can come and be effective right now. It's an A. The coaching changes we made were A's, and then the free agency period will be an A if we can get a wide receiver that can come in and be productive as soon as he steps on the field. But I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. It's your boy Zeke, aka Fatboy Season. You can find me on anything and everything, dog. I'm here. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. I'm coming with more daily content. If you got any Browns topics, just hit me up. Let me know. If you got any NFL related questions, let me know. Probably at the end of the week, I'll do like a recap video on the first week of free agency. Winners, losers, who got overpaid, etc., etc. But for now, that's all I got for you, man, dog. Yeah, out.